if Arsenal don't win the Champions League, has this season been a failure for them?
No, it hasn't. But I think winning the Champions League would definitely enhance that season. That goes without saying. This is an Arsenal team that have never won the Champions League in football, in the history of football. I think there's only two massive clubs that haven't won the Champions League. That's Arsenal and that's PSG. They meet in the Champions League semi-final. For either of these two clubs, it'll be huge. But I wouldn't say Arsenal's season has been a failure if they don't win this competition.
If Arsenal finish second in the Premier League, which I still think they're on course to do, and get knocked out in the semi-finals of the Champions League, if that defines failure, then boy, that says a lot about how far they've come over the last few years, because this was a team that could barely make it into the Champions League just a few short years ago. So there have been circumstances, I think, that have gone against them in the Premier League. I think they've been a little bit unlucky. If they get beyond the semi-final, and make it to the final, I think that automatically resonates success. Now, they might not win the competition, but for me, it's still a really good campaign.
I have to disagree with you both a little bit. I think when you talk about success, you talk about trophies. And I think this year, particularly in the Premier League, was Arsenal's year. They've fallen short of that, but a sweet alternative to that would be winning their first Champions League trophy. And I think if trophies are success, then this season has been a failure. I think it doesn't mean that Arteta hasn't instilled something in that club. It doesn't mean that they haven't progressed massively over the last 5 years or so. But I think on this season alone, the season that they were supposed to be lifting the Premier League trophy, if they finish trophyless, I would describe that as a failure.